I'm going to talk a little bit about this little notification where it says to check the pads, okay? And the idea behind this is so that if a pad falls off, that you know about it basically, and you know to stick the pad back on again. But there are a few other things that actually can put this little error on the screen, and one of them is if there's not a good contact between the skin and the pad. And I see a lot of people have been trying to change the pads, and actually you might have to do that, but there are a few things we would recommend that you do beforehand. The most important thing before you start this is to actually give the skin a really good wipe with the alcohol wipe, okay? So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to give the skin a really, really good wipe, and then let that dry for a few seconds. Okay, and the skin's dry. And then the other thing, actually, some people like putting the pads on the device first. Actually, it's probably a little easier if you want to try and put the pad on first. So I'm going to put the pad on first now and just make sure there's no hair or anything like that on the device. Okay. And that's nice and good contact between the skin. And we'll put the headset on. And what we're going to do then is click in the pads. And let's give this another go. Okay, and then let's hit start. Cool. So I can feel that actually very, very gently, and I'm going to go up to about level 3 or 4. And here's the other thing that we recommend. If you're getting a notification quite often to say that to check the pads, actually the best way forward is to not put the device up to full power. So I tend to put it at level maybe 6 or 7 and let it stay there for about 5 minutes. And the reason that we do this is the skin tends to adjust, and the pads, the contact between the skin and the pads actually improves over the first sort of 5 minutes or so. So if you change the pads too quickly, actually that's not really improving things, because you need to let those pads adjust and get used to the skin and get used to the stimulation. And then after that, what you can do is you can keep on increasing. So after maybe 5 or 10 minutes, you can go right up to whatever level you want. And actually, that I feel that now is a little high for me, so I'm going to bring that back down to about level 8, and that's pretty perfect. And that's where I would tend to use the device.